today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And in some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback. Huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Play recovered by the Broncos.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
For the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Johnson now returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by the Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 41 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the Broncos.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Flushed out right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. And he knocks it through. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he loses the football a second time.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there. That'll bring up second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And he'll bang that one through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 31, Jackson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run. And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say put the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got it at the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
17 at the 28-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here, because watching him go up and down the field here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field and handling this thing.
That's a good point. I feel sorry for those guys at this high altitude. That catch good for only a couple.
4-yard line.
And he's got it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
That is caught at the 7. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
It's picked up by the Broncos. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
This will be taken at the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 14-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Single, single.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
To Austin Hooper.
Dancing to his left. They'll run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos add on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Jackson's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run by Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Murphy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Denver defense, they get ready to do battle again here. They've had a great game. They have given this offense fits all game long.
Plenty to review, plenty to enjoy. How about the highlights that's going to happen out of this one? Big plays all around. A really well-played game on the defensive side of the ball.
Makes that film session fun for them, doesn't it?
Makes the film session fun and a lot easier for the producer and the director to pull out clips for the season-ending highlight video.
Absolutely. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to Smith. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Broncos. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'm I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my